Science and engineering practice number 3. I can plan and carry out investigations.
All right, science and engineering practice number 3. This one's really important. It's what you do every single day in the science classroom. You plan and carry out investigations. Now, maybe sometimes you aren't doing the planning. Maybe sometimes it's your teacher doing the planning of the investigations, but you're investigating things. And sometimes you do get to decide which questions you're going to investigate. So here's how you plan and carry out investigations. First of all, you need to decide which of your questions you're going to actually investigate. You might say experiment, but it's not always experimenting. Sometimes it's just observing. So decide which question you're going to investigate. Next, decide how you will investigate it. That's the planning. You got to make a plan. And you also got to plan for what data you're going to collect when you carry out that investigation. Then you do it. You do the work. You do the experiment. You do the observation. You do the investigating. You want to see how some of the kids have been doing this?
Our fourth grade geologists recently had an opportunity to plan and carry out their own investigation. They have been studying soil, rocks, weathering, erosion, and deposition. They use stream tables to investigate a question of their own. So they first had to think about what they already knew about the topic and what they were still curious about. Each group decided on the question they wanted to investigate. Some groups asked the question, what happens when there is a flood near homes? Some groups asked, what do dams do for a flood? Some groups asked, what happens when multiple water sources are used on a slopey area? Then, after they had their question, they had to decide what data they were going to collect, because we know that scientists have to collect data so they can truly understand what happened. So they use stream table data observation sheets and centimeter tapes to measure how far their sediments went on their stream tables. My first graders have also done the work of carrying out their own investigation. They were answering the question, how can water be used to show that air takes up space? With their partner, they had to test using a vial, a paper towel, and a tub of water to see when the paper towel gets wet and when the air is in between the paper towel and the water and keeps it from getting wet. They had an opportunity to try their own ideas. So for their data, they used observations. Those are things they noticed with their eyes and ears. What did they see happening? And they also had to use their sense of touch to feel the paper towel to see if what they tried got wet or not. So you can see they're carrying out their own investigations as well. Wow, scientists.
All right, so now you know planning and carrying out investigations. You might be wondering what I have going on right here beside me. Yeah, I'm planning and carrying out an investigation. I'm investigating evaporation. And so I decided, will it keep the water inside if I have this glove on top? That's the question I'm investigating. And I'm collecting data on it because I'm checking it each day and checking how much water is in there and observing the water that's on the glove. Right, stay tuned for the next science and engineering practice, number 4, analyzing and interpreting data. Oh.